How many works would you say that you had memorized? Thousands. Thousands.
Definitely thousands. Well, works is hard to define because getting a copy that was intact wasn't exactly something that happened all the time, so I get fragments, so certain things
Well, I
did come
suppose
together over time.
One book has multiple works in it usually.
Yeah.
If we're dealing with mythology. You must have something missing. How could you have memorized everything there ever was?
It's more about a network of signals that all relate to those things. Once you get started, it all comes back at once.
But all that memory had to come from somewhere.
Books, people's stories.
And you have it all?
What do you want to know?
I'm not interested.
Oh, come on, surely you want something. How about something from Charles Dickens?
Your audience is here. Do your job.
Do you want to know how it works? One thing that helps.
Hey, how do you do all this? The remembering, how do you keep it all straight?
Music.
Music.
It's special.
How is music special?
It triggers better than anything. Do you want to hear a story?
Yeah, the one by that Italian guy.
I'm sorry, this is a memory. Is there something you guys would like to know? Any questions you have?
How do you keep it all in your head? Do you forget something once you recite it?
No. The memories don't work like that. Reciting them makes them stronger.
What's your favorite poem?
It's been told so many times before.
Give me a poem for you, Mnemone. I want to hear the words that keep you going.
I celebrate myself and sing myself. And what I assume, you shall assume. For every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass. These kinds of memories I give away for free. As I get older, it gets hard to ask anything for these memories. I mean, once I'm gone, it won't matter, so why bother? I can't stand to keep them for myself, not to stop.
Then teach us. Teach all of us. That way when you're gone, we can keep the memories alive.
It doesn't come easily like that. I don't do groups.
You could command a crowd. You could stir a revolution.
Mnemone. Mnemone.
Try it.
This isn't
to them.
appropriate. Change it!
Mnemones used to hawk their words like any other goods. They'd play music for food or for money. It's an older profession even than mine. Some just told stories, long and epic. Rage, goddess, sing the rage of Peleus and Achilles, the oldest mnemones of all. So we started sharing anything for free for a bed. Sometimes just to watch the faces of people listening to these passionately, carefully crafted words. I do it for myself as much as I do it for you. An aged man is but a paltry thing, a tattered coat upon a stick, unless soul clap its hands and sing and louder sing for each tatter in its mortal dress. Yeats, do you see? Chief Oberon,
Don't mind me, I'm not here.
where have you been?
Thank you.
I didn't give that to you.
Let your things under control.
Of course.
I have to go. I have another meeting. I'll take tomorrow's shift.
That won't be necessary. I'll be here.
We'll see. I need a break from all these hearings. Sorry for the interruption.
You should tell these people about that night.
What?
When you were arrested, before we confiscated your illegal books.
You were there that day.
Yeah, but I was in the car, remember? Oberon was inside, and these people, they weren't. You remember it. Tell them.
Why?
When else are they likely to see what it's like for a Mnemone to be arrested? It would be informative.
I don't want to think about it.
Remember it for them. What were you doing before you were arrested?
I was sleeping.
You were asleep. All right. Remember,
What are you writing? McCoy Smith. Are there any others, any that you know of? Are these your books? These diaries? My deputy is waiting outside and he'll be wondering. I could tell him you're already gone.
Why?
No, he'd want to come and look for himself. You could hide, or is there a back door here?
Don't treat me any differently. You wouldn't give anybody else that chance, would you?
Okay. I'm going to walk you through this. You're under arrest for streamlining violation as an inmate. You're charged with inciting rebellious activity. You're charged with seditious undermining of the streamlining movement. You're charged with slander against the administration. Now I walk you through your rights. As an enemy, you have forfeited your right to silence, or to an attorney, or to a trial by a jury of your peers. You may request a hearing with the cabinet.
I want a hearing.
Good, you'll get one.
What happens next?
I'll confiscate some of these books. The outcome of every hearing is erasure. You're awfully calm about this. Why don't you run? You still could.
Your deputy's waiting outside, right?
There are other ways.
How many chances do you want to give me before you call it even?
What?
Do you want me to forgive you? Is that it? I remember a lot more than you think. Perhaps it'd be easier for you if you called your deputy in here to erase them. That way you could keep moving on up in the department and you could forget too.
What do you know?
I know some Aristotle and some Shakespeare, although not as much as my mother tried to teach me. And I know a lot of poetry, mostly that Byronic era heroic couplet stuff, and I know you.
What do you know?
You're always in the news. Chief Oberon promoted to head of federal streamlining. Oberon leads policy shift from capital punishment to erasure. You're famous, and your name is everywhere. What's next?
You seem like you've been waiting for this. You're so angry.
Tell me what happens next.
I'll take some of these books and take you into custody. They'll be in the car with you. You might even be able to read them as we travel.
You might want to look at that one.
Oh my God.
I'd also like to finish Elliot, if you think there'll be time.
What do you remember?
What happens next?
You go to the station in Chicago and gather the cabinet members for your hearing. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to try and find a way to keep you from erasure.
You'd rather burn me alive.
No, we don't. We don't do that anymore.
And then what?
Then you stay in Mnemone, I hope.
What about the people of this town?
Everyone we spoke to was uncooperative. They rate as a high-risk town, that usually means an aggressive response.
Aggressive, don't hurt anybody.
I won't. I won't even need to report it. The focus is on you now, nationwide, worldwide, really.
Why?
You might be the last living memory. Going to go out to the car now, and Fletcher and I will come back in and box up anything that we can take to the station. The rest, I'm afraid, will burn. I have to take you out of here now.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
Don't talk to me like that.
So sorry.
I don't want to remember this anymore. Some say the world will end in fire, others
I'm
say
not
most
gonna let
will
them
be so
erase you.
desire, hold those of you who fire, but if
We're going to
I
fight
twice, I think I know enough of hate to know that
I have an idea.
ice. Stop.
That was unexpected. It's like he... What do you... The session's over. You have to leave.
Wait,
You have enough to worry about. You have to leave now. Get up. Now!
Won't go. It's slow getting another cab here.